Mike E. Winfield is coming to Fort Wayne. You may recognize that name from America's Got Talent, and he is with me now. Mike, how you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm feeling good because I got Simon's golden buzzer, so my life will never be the same.
Man, I'll tell you what, not only were you on AGT once, but you were on AGT twice. So you're going to be here in Fort Wayne at Summit City Comedy Club. Of course, we want to highlight that on Thursday, August 31st through Saturday, September the 2nd. But you were on the show, you made it to the top 10, and then you came back as AGT All-Stars, and that's where it happened, the golden buzzer.
That is where it happened, and it's really interesting because, I see people in the streets now, and they really know me, and they're like, hey, how's Stepman? And, they're asking me to do bits, and now I'm doing bits in the street, but really all I'm doing is talking about my life, so that finds its way to be really interesting.
I'll tell you what, man, we'll get to Stepman here in just a second because that's a hilarious part of the whole bit. But, man, getting a golden buzzer, and not a surprise that you got a golden buzzer, but, you think Howie would be the guy to give you the golden buzzer, but it was Simon. What was going through your mind when all this was going down?
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't even imagine that I could get the golden buzzer. Something that I forgot was an option. I was just trying to get through my 2 minutes of material.
Yeah.
I know there's millions watching, so my priority is be funny and fast. Because, when I do weekends at clubs, I'm doing an hour long on stage. They only want 2 minutes. But then out of nowhere, I see Simon's arm raised. And I'm like, wait, what's happening? And then he slaps the buzzer and it starts raining gold. And I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is raining gold. I really was in disbelief. I couldn't believe it.
That's an incredible feeling, man. I'll tell you what, you watch AGT, and the golden buzzers, for me, I don't know if you watch them the same way when you're not part of the show, but, man, they almost bring a tear to your eye every damn time. I don't know what it is, Oh,
it's very emotional. I watched my own and started crying.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing? It was out of body. It was really great.
It is such an awesome show, and so glad you got to be a part of that. And I got to ask you the question about Howie. I know he always wanted you to open up for him on tour. Have you had a chance to do it yet?
Yeah. I actually opened for Howie at the Moon Tower Festival, but even better than that, I've developed a relationship with Howie. Like, he's someone I can reach out to via text or call, and he's going to have the advice. So, like, not only did I have such a great experience, I gained someone who knows more than I know as far as business-related stuff.
That's a great connection to have, and for you to be able to develop that personal relationship with them, that can only help you down the line, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike E. Winfield is my guest from America's Got Talent fame, of course, the comedian. He will be in town at Summit City Comedy Club August 31st through September the 2nd. Make sure you get your tickets. Now, a couple of personal questions about you specifically, Mikey, before we get to Stepman, because he's like the anchor that holds all this together. But what does the E stand for?
Man, elusive, because you can't catch me. I wish I had something fun for it,
Yeah.
So every time I finally say it, it's so, what is the word, melodramatic? It's Edward. It's Edward, everyone. If you're listening, you know what? It's a very noble name.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Edward Winfield, and now I'm out here telling jokes in these streets, but yeah, that's what it is.
And, of course, the glasses have become part of your shtick as well. Now, obviously, it's part of your gimmick and everything now, but are they the glasses prescription, first of all, and why the big glasses?
Hey, look at this. So, yes, they are prescription.
Okay.
And you're right. It's spiraled into something. Like, I sell glasses at my shows now. And when I tell you there's a line around the corner, because I got different colors, different varieties, but they're all like the retro frames. So what happened, I just started wearing them one day, and instead of taking them off to perform, because people were complimenting them, I left them on.
Mm-hmm.
And I got compliments, and I think that's something interesting in life. If someone compliments you, you remember, and you just keep doing it. And then it turned into a fashion statement. And I personally love them. and I'm glad that I can share the gift as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Because people, there's a lot of comics out there. Let's be honest. And you go, okay, well, what makes this comic special? I don't know if I remember this guy, but the shtick is okay. He's the guy with the big glasses who was on AGT and got the golden buzzer. So you know exactly who I'm talking about now, right?
Oh, absolutely. They're gonna know, right?
Okay, so let's get the stepman now. We just know him as your older stepson who has become stepman, but we really don't know anything about stepman. Can you give us some tidbits that won't spoil anything, Mikey?
Yeah, let me see. Well, you're right. Well, it starts with my passion for a mature woman. Like I've always been into that. They used to call me the varicose vein chaser. Like I've really been into a well-versed woman, and then so when I got married, she had a kid already, and we like the same age. So I call him stepman, and he's an interesting addition in my life, upsets me sometimes even, because, he got fired, and he said, they said I smelled like I was smoking something. And I was like, well, were you? Because you do now. Right? And then he told on himself. He was like, I don't even know how they smelled it. I was all the way in the back. I'm like, this guy, man, he's really a piece of work. And but he keeps me on my toes, and we just want him to be successful. Like, whenever he has an inkling of passion, we're going to support it.
Sure.
Like he said he wanted to be a masseuse. I'm like, all right, stepman, do that, man. Do that. And I feel like I discouraged him. I'm like, this is something you go to school for. You just can't show up rubbing on strangers' backs.
Yeah, well, you'd hope not anyway.
Right. And he goes, oh, I'll just find something else. I'm like, what is going through this guy's mind?
So right when they're buying your glasses at the comedy club, Stepman's over on the other side giving people back rubs, right?
Yeah, that's what it's happening. Stepman has a massage booth unofficially, so you have to pay him under the table.
Mikey Winfield is with me from AGT fame again at Summit City Comedy Club, August 31st through September the 2nd. I mean, I'll tell you what, looking so forward to seeing you, buying some glasses, and just having some fun here in Fort Wayne.
Nah, I can't wait. I'm so excited about this week. I'm coming off a residency in Vegas, and I'm just looking forward to stretching out and really telling a lot of jokes. I can't wait.
Now, after I shouldn't say after, but to coincide with your stand-up routine, is there is there an ultimate goal that you have in mind? Like, obviously, you want to do big stadiums and things of that, but what about like movies and TV shows? And I know there was you guys did that bit of hosting AGT with Terry, the little bit you did. What's on the palette for you?
Yeah, so I feel like one of them is not the ultimate. Like, I'm building this temple of Mikey Winfield of different things, and no, the Stepman TV show is coming out. That's a given. That's going to be a series that I probably feel like doing for about 5 seasons. Movies, I'm so excited about, and being in circles with guys like Howie and Simon will open doors for these movie roles, and definitely a stand-up special. That's probably the nearest. That's one of the closest things I am to doing right now, because I'm setting up and looking for venues to record. And obviously I got a dream, and everyone knows it, to host America's Got Talent one day.
Yes.
So I'm going for it. Even Terry knows. Terry knows I'm doing it too, so I can't wait.
That's awesome, man. It's appreciate your passion, and you know that you love what you do. I can hear it in your voice. So continued success to you. And before I let you go, I got to get a couple of dad jokes out, because that's kind of my shtick here on K105 is Dad Joke Friday. So can you lay a couple on me?
Yeah, you know what? I can. I gotta think. All right. How do you get a country girl's attention?
Oh no! How?
A tractor.
Very nice. You need to tell Kenny Chesney that joke one day. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. That and more coming up at Summit City Comedy Club August 31st through September the 2nd. Mike E. Winfield is in town. Bring gold confetti. Make him feel at home in the fort.
Yes, please. See you soon at the comedy show.
Podcasts by Federated Media.